Okay, now we're going to be looking at distributive property with algebraic expressions, so which really just means with variables. And so we're going to look at those. So now in this case, which ones are the coefficients? That would be 6, 4, and 2. So we can see that. Which are the like terms? That would be the a squared and the a squared. It would be these two right here because those are like terms. And then which would be the simplest form if I add those two up, which would be 10a squared plus 2a, 10a squared plus 2a. Okay. Now in this case, remember that in the multiplication, we're doing n times the 3 plus 2, and then we have a minus 7 all by itself. So we would do the parentheses first, the multiplication second, and then the subtraction third. So we would do it kind of in that order as we started going through all of these different types of problems. Okay, let's go on. So just because the number's on the left, we're going to multiply it through 21w minus 35, 21w minus 35, which is this one. So it would be A. Okay, and then of course if they ask for us to plug in anything, we can do that. But that's what we've got for that one. Okay, let's go on. Now we're doing it from the right. It means the exact same thing. It's just that the numbers are just kind of reversed a little bit. So this time now we have the 5. So the 5 still distributes through, so we multiply it by 2 to get 10g squared, 45g, and negative 15. So we multiply 5 by all three of them, which would be this one here, c. That's the one that multiplies them all. And then, of course, we have that answer that we can look at in that case. Okay. Combining like terms. So now trying to simplify, which is really combining like terms. So when we're simplifying a problem, we would multiply the 10 through. So we can do it two ways. We can either add these two together first and then multiply, or we can multiply and then add. So 7m times 10, I can add those two up, and then I get 70m. So simplified would be doing all the steps. So 70m would be simplified, even though it looks like B might be correct. Okay. Okay. And now write and simplify expressions. That just means if I have a problem that I have to write, and I'm trying to remember what this one is. Oh yeah, 5 times the difference of q squared and r. 5 times the difference of q squared and r. So 5, why is that not on? 5 times the difference of q squared and r. So there's the difference, 5 times the difference. And then we have 8 times plus 8 times the sum of 3q and 2r. 3q and 2r. 3q and 2r plus 8 times, and I think it said the sum. Sum of, yes. Okay, so now we have the sum of those. So now what we want to do is we want to multiply through, so we're going to distribute. So we have the 5q squared minus 5r, plus we're going to distribute that through. 8 times 3 is 24q plus 16r. And then we're going to combine like terms. Notice the only two like terms I have are those two. So I'm going to keep the 5q squared. Minus 5 plus 16 is plus 11r plus 24q. Okay, so now we did all the combining, and now we've combined everything together. 5q squared, 11r, 24q. 5r squared, 24, 11r. Right? And that should be it. Oh, I'll have to answer that. Oops, in a minute, since I'm on here. So let's see. And I just want to make sure that I have the right answer. Yeah, they're all positive. So they're all positive. So I'm going to pick that one. So I did get that one. And then by writing it out, it's 5q squared. This one right here. Yes. So it should be C when I check the answer. And I'll check the answer here. Both of those are okay. We're moving on to the next one. Okay. And now, last thing, distributive property with algebraic expressions. It's a check. So I want you to go through the check. That is due. Make sure you get through that check. And then our very last resource is a video. This is just a good way to go back and just do another review of the video, taught a little differently than what I did maybe, but at least it'll give you a good idea of how to do that. And that's the end of section 4, or lesson 4 in module 1.